After officially handing over the reign to Francesco Bagnaia, 2021 world champion Fabio Quartararo admitted that he was feeling 99% negative. There was nothing left to do but shift focus onto the next season, analyze the improvements Yamaha had made for 2023, and give one final feedback before the engineers get to work over the winter. Promising top-end improvements being tested by official test rider Cal Crutchlow at Jerez, Aragon and Motegi, and experienced by Fabio himself at Barcelona and Misano, had him excited for the post-season Valencia test. However, the only thing he liked on the 2023 M1 prototype was the new aero package, as the extra horses which they had found back in Iwata seemed to be lost on the way to Valencia. In the post-test media debrief, Fabio said, "The aerodynamic improvements gave me a good feeling. It's hard to assess it so early, but I didn't feel worse than usual. With the new advances, we do not lift the front wheel so much when accelerating, although I wonder if these aerodynamic packages make us lose top speed." Despite these good feelings, Fabio couldn't ignore the missing grunt from the new engine, which without a doubt has been Yamaha's biggest problem in recent years. Fabio continued, "The engine should have more horsepower. Compared to the one I tested in Jerez, I have not seen any progress. I'm surprised with this engine. It should have given us more power than Misano and Barcelona. The values are the same in terms of top speed as in the last two races. We need to understand what happened, because clearly something went wrong. Personally, I am upset, given that in other tests I felt some progress, while today nothing. Morbidelli and I have helped each other with the slipstream, but we are still behind. I am not devastated because there are positives, but we have to work hard." Franco Morbidelli, on the other hand, was far more relaxed, because he was able to overcome some of his personal shortcomings with the new chassis. Franco said, "More than the engine, I'm worried about the feeling and performance on the track. I think I have improved my sensations, especially with the new frame. The new frame gave me good sensations and I used it for most of the day. I was chasing the others for 80% of the season, and in the end, even though I was close, I was still chasing. So I am happy to have found the right feeling on the bike and to be back riding close to my maximum levels." When asked about the new engine, Franco said, "It was strange, because we expected a greater increase in power from the new engine, but there wasn't any. The engine has always been a problem for Yamaha, but it doesn't seem like the time to panic now. I am sure engineers are working hard and will do a good job during the winter. We know the working method of the Japanese, they proceed on small but persistent steps. We hope they continue to move forward, so let's let them work and not panic." When asked what he thought might have gone wrong with the new engine, Franco joked, "I don't know what happened. You should ask the engineers. Maybe the engine suffered the same thing that happened to me between 2020 and 2021. Maybe the engine broke its knee." Monster Energy Yamaha team manager, Massimo Meregalli, was also left puzzled as to where all the horsepower gains went. Meregalli said, "The same specification was tested in Jerez by Cal Crutchlow, and he said the engine was more powerful, but maybe a bit more aggressive. So something went wrong, and unfortunately only one day was not long enough to find out what, because we had to spend time on other areas like the aero package and chassis." When asked what's next in their process to find the cause, Meregalli continued, "I think first of all, Yamaha will check the engine on the dyno, and then we still have one test in Japan with our Japanese test rider before Christmas. Knowing the performance we already saw from this engine, we are not that worried, because for sure something was missing and we expect they will understand the reason." Meregalli also confirmed that despite the setback, Yamaha will continue the development of the same engine. When asked if Yamaha had a plan B or would change the direction of development or take a few steps backwards, Meregalli said, "No, something went wrong because this engine was already tested in Misano and Barcelona. We never said anything at the time. We started testing it in Barcelona with good results and then continued in Misano, Motegi and Jerez. Now Yamaha has to understand why it didn't perform here as we expected, also because compared to Misano, this engine had a little update. For sure there has to be a reason. Most likely, this is 85% of what will be the engine which we will start the season with next year." If Yamaha continue to lack the top speed, which is so critical these days to make overtakes in the race, will Fabio Quartararo honor his 2-year contract with the Japanese factory? Or will he also try to jump ships like Maverick did in 2021? Let's chat in the comments below. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing if you aren't already subscribed.